Hi, my name is Tracy and I'm going to lead you through some basic stretches specifically for martial artists. The reason for today's video is my son takes martial arts, and watching them practice, just recognize that there is a need for students to stretch, not just build muscle, but to stretch as well so that they don't get injured as they move through their movements. So just before we begin, I want you to take 3 slow deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. If it feels appropriate for you to close your eyes, please do so. But sitting up tall, keeping your spine long, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again, breathing in and breathing out. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. Coming back to your regular breath, breathing in and out through your nose. Slowly tipping your head down towards your heart, keeping your back long. And then rising it up to the sky. Coming back to center, tipping your head over to the right as you relax your left shoulder down. And then taking it over to the other side as you relax down your right shoulder. Rising your head back to center, begin to roll your shoulders back. And when you're ready, opening up your eyes. We're going to move up into a standing pose. So a lot of martial artists have very tight hamstrings, or they need to stretch them to be able to be more effective with their kicks. So standing with your feet hips width distance apart, so find the top of your hip bones and follow it down. We're going to pick up one foot and just step it back modestly. Take a peek to make sure that back foot is facing forward and not off to the side, which would cause your hips to go off to the side. So we want to make sure that our feet are forward. We're going to straighten the front knee, bend the back knee, and then bend at the hip fold coming forward. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what this looks like. So front knee is straight, back knee bends, come forward, thinking about a long flat back. If you're rounded and your shoulders are coming down and you couldn't have a tray of drinks on your back without them tipping off, they want you to bring your shoulders up and rest your chest down to work to flatten your back. Think about pressing your hips back to get a little bit deeper into that hamstring stretch. And if you're really tight, you might be up here, and that's all okay. Just honor your body right where you are. Roll your hips underneath you, rise up. We're going to do that one more time. Bend the back knee, bend at the hip fold, not at the waist. So come forward, press your hips back. Bend the knees, rise up. From here, bend the front knee, and we're going to bend the back knee, keeping the heel down. So this is a little bit of a calf stretch. You might feel it in your calf, your ankle, your shin, but just hold the stretch and feel it where you feel it. Go ahead, straighten it out, and then rebend. And then again, straighten and step to the top. Doing the exact same thing on the other side. Step back, double check that your foot is straight with the side of the mat or both feet are facing forward. If it's off to the side, your hips are going off to the side. So we want to make sure that our foot's facing forward. Front knee stays straight. Bend the back knee, bend at the hip fold, press your hips back. You should feel a really good stretch down the back of that front leg. Again, don't worry about how far down you come, but always focus on that long, straight back. Roll your hips under, rise up. Again, same thing, front leg is straight, back knee bends, come forward. So think about leading with your bottom ribs or leading with your heart, not your nose. We're not trying to bring our nose all the way down. We want to make sure that we're pressing our hips back and keeping that long straight back. Good. Bend the knees, rise up. This time front knee is bent, and we're just going to bend the back knee coming into that calf release. Again, you might feel it in your calf, your shin, your ankle, wherever you feel it is perfect. Go ahead, straighten that out, and then one more time, bend that back knee. And go ahead and rise, step to the top. Good. For this next one, take your arms behind you, peel your shoulders open, and then pull your hands down. So all about opening up the chest. And you can just hold this stretch if it feels good for you. The next variation would be to bend your knees, bring your belly all the way down to the tops of your thighs or the tops of your legs, rest your head down, and then take your arms up towards the sky. Release your hands to your low back and then all the way down toward your mat. And if they don't reach, that's totally okay. Start to straighten one leg and then rebend that knee, straighten out the opposite. And just walk it out. Maybe you're pressing your hips out side to side. Maybe you're pressing them back. Maybe you're holding it on one side because one side is just a lot tighter than the other. Maybe your knees never go straight. It's all okay. Honor yourself wherever you feel the stretch and wherever you are at today. Good. Coming back to center, bend both knees and roll yourself all the way up to standing and give your shoulders a nice roll. All right, hands to prayer or right at heart center. Rotate your feet out and we're gonna sink our hips down. Honor how low you go. Don't worry if you don't get as low as me. So go ahead, sink it down. Maybe you're right here. Maybe you're able to take it down even further. Totally perfect wherever you're at. If you can, use your elbows to assist your knees open. Keep a long, straight spine, extend up. If you want a little challenge, you could rise back up and sink it back down. Good. From here, take your hands behind you and gently come down. Extend one leg out in front of you, tuck the other leg back. Sitting up tall, again, bending at the hip fold, coming forward with your bottom rib. Begin to lean forward. So why do I say with the bottom rib? Because most people will try to get their nose to their knee and they're gonna round their back. So we wanna make sure we're coming forward to get that long, straight back. Maybe you're reaching towards your foot. Maybe there's no way you're getting anywhere near there and your hands are right here. Either way, it's perfect wherever you feel this. And then we're gonna start to lean back. So come back onto your hands. This is focusing on this quad, maybe into this hip. Honor yourself and where you go. Maybe you're gonna bend your elbows to come a little bit lower. Maybe you're coming down to your forearms, or maybe you're laying all the way down on your back. Wherever you are at, the tiniest movement, I want you to think about either pressing this knee down or away from you, and you should feel the stretch get a little bit more intense. And you can hold this as long as it feels good for you. We're going to rise up and switch to the other side. So take that knee back. Again, sitting tall. Think about your foot. Try to flex it if you can. And we're going to come forward with our bottom ribs. You could point your toe, you could flex it, just kind of see where you feel the stretch. You could reach towards your foot, you could have your hands down. And then lean back. Again, you can be up on your hands depending on how tight everything is. You could come down to your forearms or you could lay all the way back. Tiny movement. Either press this knee down or think about pressing it away from you, and you should feel more length, more stretch in your quad. Rising. Last set of stretches here. Cross one ankle over, sitting tall, come forward. You might feel this in your hamstring, you might feel this in your outer hip. Again, notice how I'm coming forward. I'm not trying to bring my nose down. I really want to keep that long back. As you rise up, drop the foot down, and we're going to rotate over to the side where the knee is bent. So you could have your hand here or your elbow. Just do a gentle spinal rotation. Coming back to center. Same thing on the other side. Cross your ankle over. Sitting up tall, come forward with your ribs. Rising up, cross that foot over, rotating again, hand or elbow to the knee, opposite hand behind you, rotate around, take your head with you. And come back to center. Move down onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Take a moment just to rock side to side. Release one foot down and then the other. A nice full body stretch. And then taking a moment, releasing your hands beside you with your palms open to the sky to encourage your shoulders to open a little bit more. Close your eyes and just take a moment to breathe. Very slowly wiggle your fingers and your toes as you take a deep breath into your body. And release it out completely. Extend your arms overhead for another full body stretch. And when you're ready, roll onto your side and press yourself up. Thank you so much for taking some time with me today to love and honor your body. As you go forward, remember that you are incredible. You can do anything you put your mind to, and you are completely loved. Have a great day. Namaste. Thank you so much.